Good evening, if good evening. I hope you're good, hope you're well. It's definitely Wednesday. It is a Wednesday. Umhlaka 7 June 2023. Hope you're good, hope you're good. Definitely it's one of those, session. I'm gonna be doing the one-on-one session. Tonight we are just focusing on the midweek. It's been hectic. It's been hectic. It's been pretty hectic. We saw gold move when it's a certain wave. Even so, it's been hectic in terms of the cryptocurrencies. It's been a lot of news. It's been very hectic, but otherwise, we had some very good trades. Even though we made a loss on AUD USD, which was pretty hectic. Yeah, but otherwise we are still, doing what we do. We do not stop. We do not stop. We are not stopping anytime soon. Basically our focus is on making sure we understand what you're doing and we properly make sure even our signal we improve and we grow so that we can all end up being like winning long term. That's basically what we want. Somebody asked me to analyze they asked me to analyze this pair. They asked me to analyze NZD cash. So what I'm thinking while I'm waiting, maybe I can just go through it. Let me just check out what's going on NZD cash because I haven't really. The last thing I checked was that I saw that the CAD actually gave a 25 basis points hike, which is pretty hectic, which is good obviously for the people that are saving in Canadian dollar. But if you are the banker, obviously you're smiling on the way to the bank, but your customers, they are pretty much, feeling it. Definitely feeling it, because it's gonna get real very soon. Most of the banks are gonna feel the number of customers that are not able to pay off, their bonds, their loans, because it's getting more and more expensive. Okay, because it's gonna get more and more expensive. So trying to get what was the root cause for the drop. So let me just do this because I wanted to check out. But I think I did share the analysis on this. I did share the analysis on like pairs for CAD and yeah, so yeah. I think I did share the analysis for CAD. And obviously, if you were there in that, should have seen it, because I was sharing it. I was sharing it. So that is me, Mr. President Wonga, on Instagram, on Twitter, Mr. Email address. If you want to call, remember this organization, we talk about Millionaires Intelligence Institute. We have coaches, people that are in the life coaching, people that are in the world of teaching people, because it's very important. Sometimes trade, you also some life skills, know few things about life, understand izinto ezimbalwa ngempilo so you can navigate through life, because that is also important. That is also very much important as much as you can read. We're also going to be focusing on the mental skills of traders because I've noticed that, a lot of traders are basically, struggling not just with trading itself, but with the mental skills. They're basically struggling with mental skills. And it's causing a lot of problems, in their understanding of a strategy. Because I've realized that sometimes you can learn the strategy, but sometimes what you need is just understand of the whole thing, which was we call forex. Just understanding. It's one thing to understand a strategy. It's another to understand mental skills. Okay. It's another to understand mental skills because those are very critical, because that's how we're basically gonna learn how to execute the strategy. Okay. That's basically how you're gonna learn how to execute the strategy. Yeah. Yep, that is very important. That is very, very much important. Let me just do this as I wait. If the when as I wait, I'm just waiting for people to join. Just waiting for them. Otherwise, okay, I promise someone I'll do NS on NZDK. Let me just do that. Yeah, it's okay. So the NZDK and DK. I think the analysis we've done on this pair was, let me just take it a weekly. Weekly, what is this pair giving us? Weekly, I was looking at this. Okay, fine. Okay, weekly, we are getting that. So this is holding up. Oh, weekly is holding up. Okay, let me just do this. Let me just change. Because I realize that I'm actually sharing another screen, but I'm looking at something else. Yeah. What is going on? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening. Are you,
How you?
hey, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just another day. On the
Just
market.
another.
Huh?
I'm saying just another beautiful day.
Yeah, yeah. I think we need to have, somebody once said to me, hey, Wonga, you need to be very much motivated, because life will throw you a lot of things. So you need to be very highly motivated every day. I was like, yeah, that's very true, But, I was like, hey, sometimes we motivated, hey, can be tough, but you're
And then
gonna, eh?
sometimes we're motivated, and other times.
Other times you're just looking at life, you're like, yo, this life thing, we are really getting old.
But that's
Yeah,
why they call it a journey.
that's what they call it.
A journey.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why we call it a journey. Yeah. But how is your Wednesday? I almost say Tuesday. How is your Wednesday? Because I normally do sessions on Tuesday. How is your Wednesday, my man?
No, I wouldn't complain at all. Every
Yeah.
day is a pleasant day, I must say.
Yeah, eh? But after having your money on Binance, you would definitely be complaining.
Well, you wouldn't complain as well because it's just a game. We call it a game of life where
Yeah.
you need to learn how to direct that energy into a certain way, learn the rules of that energy, and then, you won't complain. When you lose, it's for good reasons.
Yeah. Eh? True,
Mm.
man. But for tonight, what you exactly you want us to focus on, because I feel like the whole thing of the financial market is a broad and there's a lot, to discuss and just to talk about. I know you still like with our group. I'm not sure if you're still familiar the way we do things. We do sessions, we do analysis, we do signals. It's like it's a lot of
Mhm.
things. Yeah, PTs there, like.
So that's so true. I understand it. Yeah, no, I'm getting the gist of it though.
Okay.
So my main thing, which I'm failing to understand on a
Yeah.
personal level, I think I'm getting more towards the risk management. That's where I'm falling short at the moment. Let's use an example of, let's say I have 1,000 rand on my
Okay.
account. So what is the formula for me to trade?
Okay.
Let's say, for
You
example,
saying
uh,
you've got a
mhm,
1,000 rand in your trading account.
that's correct. Yes.
Okay. Uh,
Mhm.
that is account. Your account is in rand or dollars. It's in rand, right?
In in rand.
Rand. Okay.
Mhm.
Currently, what is your normal approach on that account normally?
Well, my normal approach is a gambler approach.
So what is a gambler approach? I want to know your thinking using.
Camera approach, okay. I can see my analysis, which okay, I think it's gonna go down. It's
Okay.
going down and it's going down. I'll see when it's stuck going down, I'll hop in. Hey, there
Okay.
we go. I hit a luck. I made 1,500 over and above the 1,000 rand I had. So yeah, so that's like more gambling than trading.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm thinking? Do you have like a chart maybe open on your screen on your side? Maybe you want to show so that I can see exactly how you confirm your entries.
No, no, I don't. So that's why I'm saying like the risk management side of it, because I've seen when you analyze and you confirm the entries, but
Mm.
where I'm betting with, I don't have any charts. It was just a theoretical session. I thought of it's
Oh, all right. That's okay, okay, no problem. Because,
yeah.
oh yeah, we've got Nelly. Oh, okay. I think
Good
Nelly.
evening, Mr. President.
Hi, Nelly. How are you doing?
Hi, Noel.
Good evening. Good evening.
All right, this is great. Hey, Nelly, how you been, though?
I am good, thank you. And I've been following you, just not active,
Okay.
but I'm back now. Yeah.
All right. Okay, okay. That's good. That's good. Nelly, she has a lot of experience in trading. I think I once saw you were trading, I think, indices. You were very much focusing on indices. Are you still trading indices?
I am, yes, even now, I am looking at, in fact, only S&P today. I
S&P
took one
500.
Nasdaq.
S&P
Yes.
500. All right.
Yeah, but it hit take profit, Nasdaq as well. It hit top take profit.
All right. Okay. The reason I believe is going to be helpful, especially because we've got Noel tonight. He is new in our group, but he's very much, he loves Forex, he loves trading. He's also an entrepreneur, so he's doing a lot. Nelly, I also know that you've got a lot of experiences, a lot of things. I've had, now we're talking about you, also nation, so it's such a great to have you also tonight. Yeah. So,
Thank
so
you.
basically, yeah. So I believe Noah is gonna be inspired, in terms of trading with testimonies for tonight. Yeah. Okay. So
Let's
you're
go.
saying if you've got 1,000 rand, can you see my screen on the US tech?
I, in fact, wanted to assist Noel because I
Okay.
had the same disease, or rather, I'm recovering from that disease of risk management.
Okay.
You know what I usually do for a dollar account? I will divide. Is it divide? I have a formula that I'm using, which I find it very helpful. Just want to open my spreadsheet. I'll tell you now. For a rand account, I always divide the current balance with 100,000. So it will give me the lot size to use. And for a dollar account, I divide by 10,000. For instance, if I have 500 US dollars, I usually say divide by 10 just to be risk averse, and then it would be 0.05. That's the lot size I am willing to risk in terms of the lot sizes. And then in terms of stop losses, I use support and resistance and check,
Okay. Is it a network on my side or a network on your side?
as case President.
Oh yeah, I think it's a network on my side. It's not stable.
Oh, okay. Probably. So that's how I am managing my risk.
Okay.
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 So
Understood.
yeah. So I think the first thing, you also need to first, I think when you talk about the risk management, we are also talking about actually accepting the risk. You know, if you take a trade and you put a stop loss, if you hit a stop loss, I'm gonna lose, let's say, 100 rand out of the 1,000 rand. If you're
Right.
putting on a trade, it means you're accepting that you're gonna lose that 100 rand, first of all. Okay. Because sometimes a lot of people, because when you're trading, you're like, I'm gonna make profits, but it's not always the case. You know, you can see the same setup, but sometimes it doesn't mean because the same setup, it's the same pair, it's the same, everything is the same. All the conditions that were met before you took your buy are still met even today or even tonight, even on this session, even while you're placing your trade. But doesn't mean you're gonna go in profit. So first thing first, when you do your calculation, obviously the risk is the stop loss, meaning you're willing to risk that the trade will hit the stop loss in that amount, whether it's 100 rand, it's 200 rand, or it's 50 rand. Okay. And then when you talk about the reward, we are talking about now that trade becoming a profitable trade, meaning it's gonna hit what? Check profits. Okay. For example,
Okay.
let's say for instance here, this is $100 account and you've got 3%. So 3% on the $100 account is about $3. Okay. Obviously this is taken at the exchange was about 17 rand. So please do take that into account. But basically, about $3, 3% is still $3. Okay. So this means if you are risking 3% on the $100 account, I think how much is, I think 3% on the 1,000 rand account is about $30, right? Yeah, I
Yes,
think
correct.
it's about $30. So if you are reaching 30 rand on the 1,000 rand account, which means you're not gonna which means you're gonna be trading currencies. You're not gonna be trading gold. You're not gonna be trading indices. You're strictly gonna be trading currencies. Are you a trader who's willing to trade and grow an account using currencies on your side, Noel?
Not really, to be honest. No. Indexes are more.
Because I remember last time you were like, I only want to trade indices because that's where the money is.
Yeah, because ever since I started trying trading, I've been doing indexes because the currencies are a little bit requires a lot of patience, I guess.
Yeah. So now the question is, are you willing to learn the game of patience using the equity growth using currencies, while building up your confidence, building up your confidence in your entries, and then obviously practicing, because basically what you can do with currencies, you can learn with the currencies how to approach, in terms of your risk, because let me just show you what I mean by this. Okay, this is basically 3% of a $100 account. 5% is about $5. Okay, so if you are risking 3% for you to gain 5%, it means you are risking $3 to gain $5. That is basically a risk reward ratio. So your risk reward ratio is about 3 to 5. Okay.
Yeah,
if you have a $100 account, obviously your risk of 3% is about $6. And if you are risking 3% to gain $5, it means you are risking $6 to gain $10. So taking a risk of 3%, always calculate the risk of 3% or 2%. Always, when you're putting a stop loss, make sure you calculate that the number of pips you've calculated, they are equal that amount you are willing to lose. And whenever you are basically taking a risk, meaning putting a stop loss, it means you are comfortable taking that loss. Because I've seen people be like, no, because the 5 signal were in profit, it means I can place now 10 signals, and those 10 signals, if they hit a stop loss, you almost lose about maybe 20% of your account. And it's almost like you are almost like you are not moving forward, you're not growing your account. But basically what you want as a trader, you want to make sure that you have positive equity growth every week. Okay,
Yeah.
are we good?
Yeah, true.
Okay,
We're
let me
good.
just go over to the charts just to show you what I mean, okay? For example, here this is US SEC, which is basically NASDAQ. I'm using, this is US SEC because they're using this name on tick mill. My network is kind of hectic. They're basically using the US SEC as a name in terms of tick mill. Otherwise, if I was using the other broker, you'll see nice 100s on NASDAQ, okay? So let me show you what I mean. Okay, we've done the analysis. We've done the analysis during the day. We are comfortable. It's okay, fine. Now we're going to enter. First thing, obviously, we need to see the momentum. We're gonna go on a smaller time frame just to see. Okay, fine. Now we've done analysis before. I think you've seen this analysis whereby we're like, okay, fine. We are expecting that the Nasdaq. Remember when you did this analysis, we were saying the Nasdaq was probably here on this level. It was here. Then I was like, you know what? NASDAQ is going to go up and then make a drop, okay? This drop, obviously, if you are trading NASDAQ, is very good money. You know, it's very good money if you're trading, especially with the brokers that give you good leverage. There's a lot of money that you made here, right? But now, here's the thing. If you've got your stop loss around here, right? On the 1,000 Rand account, okay, let me just use 1 hour so you can see it on 1 hour. Okay. Can you see? So the analysis, the entry is here. I think I've sent the zero float entry. Okay, the entry was nice on this one, So this was our zone. Okay. It's a zone whereby we look at sell zone. Sell zone is basically a supply level. It's a supply zone, which means supply zone means there are more willing sellers in that zone, okay? As you can see, even before there was a huge drop. Okay. So now, before the market drops, whoa, what is going on? What is going on? I need to mute everyone. Then have only no. Evening to Ngubeko, evening to Utabiso. Okay, that's good. All right. Oh, Noel, are you able to unmute?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is basically before the Nasdaq made a drop. What it's first gonna do? Remember we talk about the stop hunt. You know, acting as if it's gonna go up while it is gonna be making a drop. Okay, because they wanna trap traders in the wrong direction before they make that move. The reason I was so confident that this is gonna make a drop is because of this liquidity here. I know that a lot of people have placed their orders around this zone, so definitely it was gonna make this move from this liquidity. So it's definitely gonna make that drop. Not definitely, I'm just saying there's a high probability it's gonna make that drop. Okay. So now I think let's say your take profits was here on this. They're gonna use that flag. Okay, I'm gonna use this zone here. I will explain on another session what do I mean by a flag. Okay. Let's say this is your TP, okay? So from here,
Right.
I think this is much explained better on if you're using TradeView, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I think TradeView. So from there, from here, this obviously you need to put your stop loss above the zone, okay? From this level to that level, that's where you're gonna put your stop loss. Okay, can you see how much is your stop loss if you're trading NASDAQ?
I can see, yeah.
A lot of pips, right? So now if you were trading currencies, we will not have that bigger stop loss. It's big because you are trading what? NASDAQ. Okay, but then even our
Okay.
GP is a lot of money also. Okay, so now this means this year, this is basically our reward, and from there to there is our risk. Okay, so now if you are trading, obviously, if you are trading a 1,000 Rand account, are you willing to risk 400 Rand so you can gain 3,000 Rand? You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
So now remember, 400 Rand is how much of your account? Risk is like 400 Rand. That is basically our risk. When I say risk, is where we're gonna put our stop loss. Okay, but then from this level to that level over there, it's about 2.7. So it's basically around 2,700 Rand. So that is our reward from in this level, where you're gonna take our take profits. So reward is 2,800. Okay, here's a bigger question. A question to everyone obviously on this call tonight is, are you willing to risk 400 Rand to gain possible 2,800 Rand, and your trading balance is roughly around 1,000 Rand? Okay, are you willing to do that? Just, you can type your answer on the chat box. Wanna know? Your account is 1,000 Rand. You can risk 400 Rand and you can gain 2,800 Rand. If this trade goes opposite, meaning it hits your stop loss, you're gonna lose 400 Rand, which is basically 40% of your account balance. But if it goes your way, you're gonna have 2.8 and your balance is gonna be over 3,800 Rand. Yeah. You can type your answer on the chat box. I wanna see. So are you willing to take the risk, Noel, on this one? It's a too much loss, ne? Noel is saying yes. Nell is saying I wouldn't. Okay.
Too much.
Hello? So, okay, let's say after this trade, remember, once you've lost the 400 Rand, it means your account balance now is going to be how much? 600
600 Rand.
This means maybe the next trade account balance is going to be 600 Rand if it hits your stop loss. Okay. So, where is this? So if it is stop loss, your account balance is 600 Rand, which means, let's say this happens in the evening, which means, okay, let's just say this happens in the morning. Yeah, the risk is too much for the balance. Okay. And why am I getting an echo? Yeah. Okay, so basically it means if you're losing 400 Rand, you are losing 40% of your account balance. But if you're gonna make a profit, your profit is gonna be 2,800 Rand. But now if this trade hits a stop loss in the morning, this means if you're going to the trade again in the US session, you're gonna be starting out with a balance of about 600 Rand. And which means you can only lose about only 2 trades if you are trading Nasdaq. Now, with only the probability of actually losing only 2 trades before you are out or being able to take more trades, this means you are limited in terms of how you're going to improve your strategy. You are limited in terms of the number of sampling to understand even your own winning ratio. But if you're trading currencies, you're able to lose 100 Rand. And let's just take a look at that, because do you understand the importance to understand your winning ratio?
Now it's making sense, yes.
Yeah. So now, if you lose 400 rand, you're gonna have 600 rand to trade with, and then once that is done, it means you're only gonna take 2 trades from 1,000 rand, and if you are left with 400 rand, the only option you have 2 options basically. 2 options, it means you can deposit more money on your trading account, or you can start even looking at trading gold or trading currencies. But the thing is, because you want to improve your skill sets, improving your skill sets means you need to do a lot of sampling, at least about 10 trades or 20 trades, so you can able to understand what is my winning ratio, how am I good, how is my what do you call this, how am I, like my level of being profitable as a trader. So you cannot really do a sampling on 2 trades. It's almost like you're trying to test if this thing can work. If you're testing on only 2 trades and over, you're just waiting. Okay, fine, I'm gonna make a trade. I'm gonna make a profit. If it does make a profit, then you're gonna make that big profit. But now if you keep making losses, it means you're gonna keep doing the deposits on your trading account, deposits. And I know it's draining, Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it
So
makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah. So the best option, because indeed there's a lot of I've noticed there's a lot of money if you are trading indices. Even USD, I think even USD you've done the analysis on USD, but now you will not be able to test your winning ratio, even your accuracy in terms of your entries, if you are not going to be trading USD. So the important things I think must be, you must put a value on. Put a value on, number one, mastering your entry while you are trading indices, while you're trading currencies. I'm looking for USD.
Okay.
This is USD. Okay. Definitely is gonna follow suit, Nasdaq is like that very forward person, is like you can mistake anyway. So I think for me, this candle. Okay, maybe we should do currency. Just talk about it, because tonight we're just talking about risk and reward. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should do a slide. Okay. Even this USD, I'm expecting USD to go, because this candle is here. Significant, obviously, because of this bullish movement. Can you see this movement? Can you see this?
Right.
So this biggest move, obviously, the core. Do you know what Okay, the cause of this move obviously was because the market makers or the bankers, they were entering a lot of buy position, a lot of buy trades, and it's simply because of that that selling was approved, and there was a lot of money that was available for them to start buying all of this. And then when you start seeing this movement here that is going on this side, is basically taking profits from this movement from this side. Okay, remember, if the bank trader, they've been buying and buying, at some point they need to take some profits from those buy position. When they take profits, obviously that's where you're gonna see a retracement, or you're gonna see this type of candles that are happening here. All right. All right. So, what I think maybe we can focus on is focus on making money on currencies while you're growing your capital.
Okay, now I'll go to that.
Yeah, do you think that's something that we can just work on, maybe for the next 2 weeks, and then after that 2 weeks, you basically be testing your winning ratio, and then once you see that equity growth, let's go further. Let me just do this. I think this is trading in the zone. Okay. For example, okay, Remember, when we are trading indices, we know that we can make, if we are obviously not 200 a day, we can make even that 3,000 rand per trade. Yeah, okay, so you can make that 3,000 rand per trade. You can definitely make 15K in a week easily, you know, with trading Nasdaq. But you can also do the same thing while trading indices, okay? Because what is important is that as a trader, you must understand that anything can happen in the market. So when I say anything can happen, it means you must always be aware of a risk, you know. And then, okay, I just wanna also wanna calculate the risk when we are trading a currency because we've done it on the indices. Okay, I think I saw someone they were trading. I think Euro USD. Okay, where is Euro USD? Oh, I think also AUD USD. Remember today I sent out this signal. I hated the AUD USD today because I was like, this thing is gonna reverse here, right? This level. I was expecting a reversal here on AUD USD. I was like, it's gonna reverse here. And then it just went up there, you know. Okay. What I want to show you is the thing of risk and reward. Okay. How many pips is that? Okay. Just gonna calculate. I'm expecting to come to this level. Almost there. Okay, let's just calculate the reward from that level to that level. It's over 65 pips. Okay. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right, 65 pips. And now let's calculate the stop loss. Our entry was here. I think that's was the entry. So from that level, okay, from there to there it's about 35 pips. So we are basically risking 35 pips to gain over 62 pips.
65.
It's basically like a what is 35 to 60 something? It's basically 1:2. Okay. So our risk is 1, and then our reward 2, which means possible because we were trading a currency. If you are trading with 0.05 or 0.0 here, you could risk, let me just calculate this, 30 pips and then 64 pips. Okay. I don't have a calculator with me, but let me just estimate. Okay. Hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right. So definitely,
Estimation.
so if we're talking currencies, you are risking 35 pips, so you can gain over 65 pips. That is basically the risk reward, which is good here. But now, because this is a currency, remember when we're looking at when you look at Nasdaq, this same movement, same almost similar level was over 400 pips. You know, so this definitely, if you're trading 0.01, it's hello. Question?
No, I understand it. So that means like things like your Nasdaq and indexes are more riskier in terms of yeah.
Yeah, it's a matter of high risk, high reward. Yeah. And then it's also a matter of, do you really want to keep, can you really sample your results in terms of understanding your winning ratio? If you're going to be trading high risk, you know, trades, and whenever you keep making a loss and blowing the account, you have to start over again, making another deposit, you know. Can you handle that roller coaster of just over and over, starting over again, you know? But you know what? I'm just want to show you something. Let's say you are trading this at 0.05. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So, for example, if you are trading AUD at 0.05, it is going to be 150, you know? That is going to be a stop loss. Your stop loss is going to be 150. But then your take profit is going to be 150 times 2 is roughly around about 300 rand. Okay, so making 300 rand on the 1,000 rand account is about 30% per trade. Okay,
Mm.
so which is very good return. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting like a feedback, you know. And then if you go on, I think also this pair, I think the analysis even here worked pretty well. It's just that it took some time before it went to, I think the analysis was that it's gonna react to this level, and it made the reaction. Just wanna see how many pips is that already made. From there to there, it's over close to 100 pips. So for close to 100 pips. So 100 pips on the Euro AUD, if you are trading 0.01, it's about 100 rand. If you are trading 0.05, it's about 500 rand. Okay. So making a profit of 500 rand, let's just take a look at the stop loss for this one here. You are willing to risk about, because the entry was down from that level. Okay, I think the take profits was not there. This was the take profits was on this base. Okay. It's about 100 pips, and then 217 pips. So basically it's a risk. If you are trading a 0.01, your risk is about 100 rand, and then your take profit is about 200 rand. So it's 1:2 again. Okay. But now if you're gonna increase the lot size to 0.02, you're gonna be trading, obviously making a loss of 200 rand, but your take profit is gonna be 400 rand. So you can take about 5 trades if you're going to be losing 200 rand, and you can take about 10 trades if you are losing 100 rand. But then if you're losing 100 rand on a stop loss, but making 200 rand on the take profit, that's a very good return on this particular trade. And also after taking 10 trades, you are able to see in your accounting history what is my winning ratio. Okay. Which is what you wanna see. You wanna test, okay, if I enter here, my stop loss is minimum, but then if I hold on to this trade, I can maximize on with my focus being equity growth, because your focus should be, if you've got 1,000 rand account, your focus should be taking that account, growing it from 1,000 rand to about 1,100 rand. It's about 10% growth, you know. A lot of investors, a lot of guys in Wall Street, they are very happy making 10%, okay? You still there? Hello? All right. So, but also if you can grow your account from 1,000 rand to about 2,000 rand a week, that means you've made over 100% profit just by taking on these kind of a trades where you're making 200 rand, where you're making, because 5 trades, I think on our signal, I think on Monday, I think we sent out about, I think 3 or 5 signal. All of them, they went into over 100 pips profit. So if you've taken those trade on a Monday, it means you could have made 300 pips, which is about 0.01. It's about 300 rand profits, which is good, 30% in just one day. Second day, I think almost most of the signal they went into profit. Is only today where we experience some stop losses. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, because what I really want for you to, your focus should be focus on growing your equity, growing your account. Because if you can grow your account from 1,000 rand by taking on currencies, then you'll be able even to have a 10,000 rand account in the next 3 weeks. You know,
Mm.
that is
Then
if you are disciplined on your lot size. And whenever you know in my signal, I always post that now you can take partial profit, move your stop loss to break even. Whenever I send that message, you can actually do that, and actually you'll be good.
Okay. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. So yeah, I just switch my mind into currencies.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna drop a plan and then I'll share with the group, a plan, and then we'll see how we can make it work.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm like a beginner. Well, I'll put it like that. I'm a beginner because I have all these habits, which I need to redo everything. Yeah, but what you've taught today makes clear.